You ever feel like you're playing a game, but you're the only one who doesn't know the rules? Or, like some people are just playing on a totally different level. Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on this invisible ladder of power that pretty much shapes our entire world. Let's dive right in.
So let's just start with a really direct question. In this whole game of life, are you a player or are you an NPC? I mean, are you the one actively shaping your destiny, making the moves, choosing your own quests? Or are you more like a non-player character, just kind of following a pre-written script, reacting to what all the other players around you are doing?
The framework for this whole idea is something called the hierarchy of influence. Think of it like a 10-level ladder that shows you step by step how to climb from feeling powerless to being incredibly powerful. And the key thing here? It's not about luck or who you know or where you came from. It's a climb that anyone can make, one mindset shift and one action at a time.
Now, to really understand the climb, we have to start at the very bottom. This is where life feels like a current that you're just constantly fighting against. We're calling this the reacting to the world stage. It's that place where you feel like you're totally at the mercy of the waves, not the captain of your own ship.
This is ground zero, level 1. And look, this isn't just a number, it's a feeling. It's that feeling of being completely stuck. Like you're powerless to change anything, and you're just watching your own life from the sidelines. At level 1, the best way to describe it is you are controlled by circumstance. This is the absolute definition of being an NPC in your own story. You're just reacting to whatever the world throws at you. You're basically a puppet, and the world, your boss, the economy, the news, is pulling all the strings.
So in this reactive state, what does that look like? Well, it's constantly blaming the world for your problems, right? The traffic made you late, your company doesn't get you, the whole system is rigged. You feel stuck, you feel powerless, and you're so easily swayed by whatever's going on around you. You're just adrift, with no map and no destination in sight.
But here's the good news. You are not destined to stay at the bottom. The next phase we're going to talk about is honestly the most important one on the entire ladder, because this is where everything, and I mean everything, changes. It's time to start climbing. This is where you grab the wheel and finally start steering your own ship.
So remember that old mindset we just talked about? The one where life just happens to you? You're like a domino in a long line, just waiting for something else to come along and knock you over.
But the game changes completely when you realize you're not just a piece on the board, you are the one moving the pieces. This is that light bulb moment when you stop reacting and you start creating. This is when you decide to become a player.
So what does it actually mean to be a player? Well, it means taking total ownership for your wins and your losses. It means you're consciously building skills that make you valuable, learning to code or persuade or lead. It means you're building a strategic network of allies, not just collecting random contacts. And as you do all this, something really amazing starts to happen. You actually start influencing your own circle for the better.
Okay, so once you've truly mastered playing the game, it's time to change it. Moving up to the top tier means entering a whole new reality, and we're calling this shaping the world. This is where you stop playing by the rules and you actually start writing them. This isn't just about winning anymore. It's about redefining what winning even means in the first place.
And here's the key difference. A player, right, they want to win the game that exists using their skills. But a game master, they want to build a completely new game. See, a player's power comes from how good they are, their personal skill. But a game master's power comes from the system they create, the company they build, the platform they design, the ideas they spread, which other people then play inside of.
We've climbed the ladder, we've gone past the players and the rule makers, and now we've reached the very top. This is the final level, the pinnacle of power, level 10. At level 10, you're not really just a person anymore. You're a force of nature. You become an institution, a brand, a whole movement. Think about those figures whose names literally define an entire industry. Their influence is so deeply woven into the fabric of society that they become, for all intents and purposes, untouchable.
Okay, so this hierarchy is a really powerful map, but let's be honest. A map is useless if you don't know where you are or where you're trying to go, right? This isn't just some interesting theory, it's a challenge. It's time to make this personal. What's your next move?
It's time to take some action. And here's a super simple 3-step plan to get you started. First, just be real with yourself. No judgment, no shame. Where are you on this ladder right now? Second, imagine what your next step up looks like. Don't even worry about level 10, just the very next rung. And third, take one small, concrete step today to start moving towards it.
So,
Don't worry about the top of the ladder. Just focus on the next rung. What is the one thing, the one single action you can do today to start your climb? Maybe it's signing up for that class, or sending that one email you've been putting off, or maybe it's just deciding to stop blaming and start building. The game is waiting. Are you ready to play?